Welcome to the Crypto Traders Podcast, simplifying cryptocurrency for traders and investors around the world. Subscribe for interviews with developers, market updates, and a professional look at the future of money. You've come to trust Matthew and Kurt to filter out the noise across social media. Now you can listen on the go. Without further ado, here's the Crypto Traders Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Crypto Traders Podcast. I am Kurt from Crypto Traders here with my partner Matthew, and we're here to talk to you about how and where to spend your cryptocurrency. How you doing, Matt?
Doing pretty good, Kurt. What's going on?
Nice. Man, it's chilly. I'm not a fan of the cold. It's windy. I'm walking around in my slippers and I'm wearing a jacket in my own home, so it's I'm lucky to have a home, but I'm like kind of a summer guy.
Well, welcome to the Midwest.
Yeah, no. Ugh. So we're talking today about places to spend your cryptocurrency. We're big advocates of using crypto. If you earn it, if you earn profits, if you're living on it, if you figure out a way to make your entire salary in cryptocurrency, you definitely have to have a way to spend it. So we're going to do three options. We're going to save the best for last. So that's your incentive to wait until the end. But we're going to start with a website called bitrefill.com. Bitrefill started as a place where you can top up your prepaid cell phones. That was their big splash was, hey, we accept Bitcoin. You can pay your prepaid phone bill here, and we'll send you the code right away. They've turned into more of they still do that as well, but now they have bill payment service as well as buying gift cards to places like Kohl's or Macy's, your kind of general department stores. And they're a pretty cool option for that. My only concern is that they do not accept Bitcoin Cash, which is my primary holding. For me, it's a little bit difficult.
What coins do they actually accept?
They accept BTC, the original Bitcoin chain. They also accept Lightning payments, which I have not tested, but I would like to see how that works. Frankly, they accept Dogecoin, which is fascinating to me, and then three that you would probably expect: Litecoin, Ethereum, and Dash. Now, this is one that I had heard of. I've never used it myself, actually. But Joel from Dash mentioned this site to me a couple weeks ago because he was super excited. I think they just started accepting Dash. So he was like, oh my gosh, this makes my life so much easier because he's literally paid 100% in Dash. So for him...
he's been actively using Bitrefill?
Yes, he uses Bitrefill literally to pay his phone bill and pay whatever.
all your bills using this in cryptocurrency.
Correct. They work for a number of utilities. I think it's probably a little bit regional.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's not a bad option there.
Is this only in the U.S. though?
That's a good question. I haven't looked at it myself. I know it works in the U.S., which is uncommon. There's the Australian version of this. I think is probably the best iteration in the world. It's called Living Room of Satoshi, and they accept a whole bunch of coins, and they will literally let you pay your water bill and your electric and your gas and everything. Like.
There's a lot of people in our group, our community, that are using Living Room of Satoshi to pay their bills in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think it's a goofy name. Like every time I hear it, I'm like, man, that is a mouthful.
Living Room of Satoshi. If you're in Australia, you could pay your bills using cryptocurrency.
Yep, absolutely. So to our lovely Australian listeners, go check that out. But for people in the U.S. and maybe elsewhere, I'd have to double check. Bitrefill is a good option for paying your Comcast. Like they seem to focus on telecom, so you can pay like Comcast, AT&T, as well as your mobile. So
your
T-Mobile,
phone bill,
Verizon,
and your cable and internet bill. Can I pay my mortgage using cryptocurrency?
I don't think so. I think that is still a no because your mortgage company is still filled with old, crusty bankers.
Yes, Chase is.
Yes. So your mortgage is with Chase?
Yeah.
That's great.
Unfortunately.
I love
I'm not a fan of Jamie Dimon, but
no, absolutely not.
My mortgage, I actually went through somebody else, and it got sold to Chase, so I didn't have a choice.
I have had that happen too. Actually, that is more frustrating than anything. That's
I am forced to support Chase. I don't like that.
It's terrible.
But if I could pay with crypto, I could pay my mortgage in crypto. I could have my tenants pay me in cryptocurrency. Like, it would eliminate all that.
It'd be pretty great.
But for that, I would need to get a loan in cryptocurrency as well.
That's true.
It's a lot of cryptocurrency.
We'll have to do a podcast in the future about lending platforms and doing such a thing.
Well, yeah, because it's definitely going to uproot that whole industry as well.
Yep, 100%.
So another place that I used recently, I actually did a video on this, on Kryptonize It. So the website is called kryptonize.it. This is a website where you could buy anything you want on the internet. I think it's like under $2,000. You go on this website and you complete the order form, and you're essentially sending the link of what you want to them, and they buy it for you, and they'll ship it to your address or put it in your name. We even sent them an Airbnb before and said, we want to buy this with cryptocurrency, because Airbnb doesn't accept Bitcoin, but we wanted to pay. So we went through Kryptonize It. We sent them the link to the Airbnb. They purchased it in our name, and we pay them. So it's kind of a third-party service, but I really think there's no limits on what they will allow you to buy.
Yeah, they seem to be able to do, and what it is it's a customer service desk. So unless there's some kind of legal barrier, I imagine they will buy you anything. So that's super, super helpful. They are Bitcoin Cash exclusive also. So
it's only Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah, this is the for the BCH community. But what's cool is they also have a partner wallet. The Bitrefill and our mystery third option do not have an app, but Kryptonize has an app called CashPay. CashPay is it's built on the CoPay wallet platform, which is, I believe, a BitPay product. So they're forked away, and it's got a couple of really cool features. So it's got the buy anything feature, just like the website does, but it also has a spend and replace feature. So you connect your wallet to your Coinbase account, and when you make a purchase with cryptocurrency, when you're, in this case, Bitcoin Cash exclusively, when you make that purchase, it will automatically top your wallet back up. So it's as if you did not spend your crypto, because everybody's all, oh my God, I'm going to spend it, and then I'm going to lose, ground in my holdings.
Spend and then replace, and it happens just like that.
Instant.
It does it for you.
Yeah, it tops it up. Now, of course, there is a Coinbase fee and that kind of stuff, but it makes it that you're not losing your holdings just because of your crypto spending. So,
or converting your USD into crypto. You're converting more of your USD into crypto. So eventually, you'll run out of USD and you'll be 100% crypto.
You will be the real crypto savage.
Then you'll actually have to utilize all of these features.
Right, absolutely. And I think that's the thing, like, people are afraid to take that jump because it is scary, but ultimately, like, we know a couple of people that literally live 100% the crypto lifestyle, and they're happier. Every one of them that you talk to, they're like, no, it's great, actually. Like, I don't have a bank account, I don't have all these things. And they're not beholden to the universe as everybody else is. It's like being a sailor and being the first guy to be like, man, I'm going to see what's on the other side of that ocean. And it's a little scary, but it's also awesome. Like, there is a lot to learn by being a pioneer.
I was saying to Bill earlier in our group, I said, it's not necessarily convenient to live entirely off of crypto, but it certainly is possible, and we want to help make that way to make it more convenient.
For sure. And 100%.
Really, that's what we need to do, is have more people accepting crypto. The more people that accept, the more convenient it is to make that switch. Right now, a lot of this is going through third parties, so you're not directly buying something from Amazon per se, but you're going through somebody else and they're buying it and then sending. So
Sure.
that's what we need. We need more direct buyer and seller rather than going through that third party.
Well, and you got to create it. We have to create the liquidity by using it. You gotta go in and make it happen. Otherwise, who's gonna? So, which leads us to what I think is the greatest opportunity in all of crypto savagery. So, if you
this is the ultimate crypto hack.
It is, and here's what I tell everybody. Buy the dip first of all. Like when crypto has a big price fluctuation down, buy, because it's going to bounce back up. Cryptocurrency is good at bouncing back up.
Hopefully.
Long term and short term. It depends. Like you play the short term bounce or you play the long term bounce. Either way, if you hold for a long time, traditionally over the last 9.5 or 10 years, you can plan on it being up every 18 months. It's higher every 18 months than it was 18 months before, forever, during any time period. So if you buy and hold in order to use in the future, the best way to maximize your purchasing power is to use purse.io. Purse.io is a service that connects buyers and sellers. And rather than me going to Coinbase or wherever to buy, using KYC, AML, and everything else, and working with an exchange, what I can do is I can help people in the crypto economy. I'm buying at a little bit of a premium in order to facilitate a discount for somebody else. But what's cool is that there's a lot of places on earth that don't let you buy Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. But if you connect to Purse, you can be the person that facilitates somebody else's transaction. So somebody says, hey, I'm willing to give you $100 worth of Bitcoin, and can you buy $130 worth of stuff for me on Amazon? Now, it's not that complicated. They literally just give you a bill, you pay the bill with your credit card, and then Purse handles the rest of the transaction and sends it out through Amazon. So it's a really good way as a buyer, which is typically what I am because I live almost entirely on crypto. I have a little bit of fiat income from teaching jujitsu and doing some other stuff. But for me, when I've got my crypto income, I spend it on Purse because I can save 30. Actually, the peak is 33% if you're willing to wait for somebody to take that bid. Anyways, when I ask people if they would spend their Bitcoin, they typically say no. And then I ask, what if you could save 33% on every single thing at Amazon? And then that piques people's interest. And that's what you can do with purse.io.
You could only do that on purse.io.
Correct. So you must spend your Bitcoin in order to get that discount. But it's a great option for you, even if you're just using
Bitcoin. What else is on Purse?
So Purse accepts Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So the main the BTC and BCH chains, but there's also options to use a built-in Shapeshift module, and you can spend a number of the different coins that are available through Shapeshift as well. So that would be
that's pretty legit.
Or sure. So there's an extra fee to do that because you're paying Shapeshift's exchange spread, but it's still way better than the 33% that you can save is not negated by the minor spread fee for using, say, Ethereum.
Yeah, and Purse is definitely legit. It's something I use and Kurt uses frequently,
constantly. Yeah.
So I think we need to do a tutorial video on actually how to use it because Purse is by far the best place to go if you're looking to buy stuff online using your cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm.
I preferred Bitcoin Cash because it seemed to work faster. The guy got it faster and got my order placed faster. And it got accepted very quickly. I think people were really eager to get Bitcoin Cash.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's the option too. The buyers on Purse, I mean, you have to have a buyer who is willing to do the transaction for you and who wants whatever you're offering to pay with as well.
And that's at a discount. So your very first order on Purse, you get 15% off is the most you can get. I selected that discount and the order got filled right away. And I received that order within 4 days.
Yep.
So it's not as good as Amazon Prime, but you're getting a 15% discount to wait 2 extra days.
Right. Yeah. The speed is not the selling point here. Like Amazon Prime also is a very cool thing. If you need something next day or in some urban places, you can get same day service and stuff. But that's not really, I don't know, that doesn't make sense for this kind of thing. Like if you're getting a steep discount, you should expect to wait a little bit for it. So those are our options. There's other stuff out there. There are other suppliers that will do similar things, but truly Purse, Kryptonize, and Bitrefill are kind of the best options that we've seen. They're ones that we've used ourselves or know people have used them successfully or use them successfully on the regular. Is there anything else that we should touch base on how to spend? I guess we could also say you can spend your crypto at cryptotraderspro.com.
There's a bunch of sites that you could spend your crypto on, but these are the big three that cover a wide variety of different products. I know also if you're looking for vacations or traveling, anything to do with that, there's a ton of different sites where you can book hotels, cars, flights, cruises, like full resort trips. You could pretty much find any type of vacation if you need to travel using cryptocurrency, only using cryptocurrency, and not going through a third party. So I think that is very useful. Do you have any of those in the back of your head?
The only one I've ever used successfully is cheapair.com, which sort of works like Expedia or whatever. You can book flights, hotels, car, rent a car, that kind of thing. I've only used it once.
Expedia does accept Bitcoin as well.
I've heard they do, and I've attempted to use it and haven't been able to figure it out. So I always feel like if I can't figure it out, it's a problem. Now, I see it advertised everywhere. When you look for lists of who accepts crypto, Expedia always pops up. But I've attempted to and failed with Expedia. So, not the best face to put on. Hey, we accept Bitcoin, and nobody can figure out how.
But cheapair.com accepts quite a few different cryptocurrencies.
They do. Yeah, I know they accept Bitcoin Cash and Dash. They probably have a long list, but we did not prepare to talk about Cheapair today specifically.
Yeah, Cheapair is legit though. I've tried them out, and relatively cheap flights, and you're paying with crypto. It's great to do at the top of a bull market, like in January when Bitcoin's $20,000, and you book 10 trips for the year, and then now the price is down $6,000. Well, those same 10 trips will cost you 70% more Bitcoin.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's good to plan this out when the market is doing very well. If you're looking to spend that cryptocurrency, you've made a decent amount from it going up in price, maybe spend a little and book some things in advance or order some things online using these options.
Absolutely. So that's probably everything we need to cover here. We just want to remind everybody, none of this is financial advice, but we do our very best to live the crypto savage lifestyle. We try very hard to, frankly, we don't have a choice in many ways. So we accept cryptocurrency as income through various business ventures. And so we spend it out in the wild. And we promise you it is absolutely possible, although it takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of research, and ultimately is rewarding in that you are living outside the fiat economy. You get to be a pioneer along with the rest of us in the crypto sphere. So we just want to remind everybody, please subscribe to our podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and Google. What do they call it? I think it's just called Google Podcast. You can also check us out on Buzzsprout, which is our hosting platform for the podcast. And you can watch on YouTube as well if you want to see the video of me and Matt communicating beautifully on video. So otherwise, anything else we need to plug, Matt, before we wrap it up?
When do you think merchant adoption is going to happen so it is convenient to spend cryptocurrency?
I think it all depends. It all depends how willing everybody is to listen to us, I think. So Matt and I have a little thing we're playing with up our sleeves here to try to make some stuff happen. We're trying to make some big waves in the retail merchant adoption space, all of which is currently secret. But we are working very, very hard to make it, the best option to pay for anything everywhere. but going to take a little bit of time, unfortunately.
Yeah, the revolution doesn't happen overnight, and especially in the U.S. But I think the U.S. is lagging so far behind the rest of the world, and they don't want that. They want to be leaders, and leaders are going to be adopting technology faster than everybody else. So I really think the U.S. is going to kick it up a notch in the coming years.
Going to make it happen. So thanks for listening, everybody. This has been the Crypto Traders Podcast. We do these weekly. Have a lovely weekend.
And we'll see you on the moon.
Yep. See you on the moon, everybody. Bye-bye.